Okay, let's turn to the peace deal that mainstream media is studiously trying to avoid. In fact, our mutual friend Chuck Todd had this to say in his reporting about the peace deal this way on MSNBC.
You know, Peter, this deal is a bit uncomfortable for a lot of observers to watch because it seems so transactional. It's as if pulling out of the Iran deal is what got these Gulf states on board to do this, you know, to then recognize it. It feels like there is a lot of quid pro quos involved in this, that it isn't something larger than that. Then again, sometimes Middle East diplomacy, the only way to make things move is through the transactional nature of the region.
Transactional? Ed Morrissey, transactional? This after we actually saw pallets of cash dropped into Iran, literally making it, by definition, a transactional deal? We are worried that this is not really a peace treaty. This is not one that is done by consent. This is a transactional relationship making all of us uncomfortable. No, what's making it uncomfortable is because Trump ate your lunch. Trump pulled it off. Obama never could have. It's just staggering. Yet transaction, and you and I are friends with Chuck, right? I mean,
yeah, I like Chuck. He makes it hard to defend. He makes it hard to
transactional. Oh, geez.
What diplomacy isn't transactional? I mean, honestly, what diplomacy isn't transactional? Give me an example of diplomacy that's not transactional.
Thomas Jefferson, for Christ's sake, was transactional when he was Secretary of State. They all are.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If there's anything that you can say for sure that's a virtue in this thing, is that the Arab nations finally are getting transactional with Israel, right? Because now they've just been completely irrational about it. Now they're taking a transactional interest in it because a partnership with Israel can provide very large benefits for them. Whereas
why does any country recognize another country and enter into diplomatic relations? Why does any country deal with any other country on earth?
It's diplomacy is practically the most the longest lived transactional channel that you can have. It's all transactional. Diplomacy's all transactional. I don't know what diplomacy isn't transactional.
I don't even know how to start to address that analysis.
He's taking the position of opposition to Iran. That is what allowed the Arab nations to trust us enough to connect with Israel and to deal with the situation with the Palestinians. And by the way, the one thing that, I mean, you know, so Chuck, God bless Chuck. I really do.
I know.
People in the chat room hate the guy. He's actually a very nice guy.
He really is. I know. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it, but it's true.
But he actually is. No, Chuck, you know, he's a very nice guy. He's a very generous guy. And he's charming in his own way. He's just wrong. It's not evil. He's just wrong.
And he is surrounded. I mean surrounded. He is. There isn't another conservative voice in his head within 30 miles.
Yeah, you know, and that's his fault. It really is. That's his fault because it doesn't have to be that way. He's the managing editor of Beat the Press.
I get it. But he has nothing but uber left-wing Democrat voices totally around him in a bubble. Right. I get it.
He's his own man. He can change that if he wants to. But here's the thing. That is making these Arab nations look at their own best interest and doing business with Israel is the height of diplomatic success here. That is the thing that Arab nations refused to do for decades.